Hello, everyone. My name is Jake, and I am the owner, director, and head instructor of English in Context. First and foremost, my goal, and the goal of English in Context in general, is to help you improve your English language skills. Through my schooling and my 10 years of teaching the English language, I've learned that just studying the language truly is not enough. If you really want to acquire a language, you have to actually use the language. And you have to use the language that you're learning in different contexts. You need to make sure that the way you're using the language is appropriate for each different context. So that is what we practice doing in the courses here at English in Context. We make sure that you actually practice using the language. At English in Context, we follow what we call an integrated approach. And what that means is that we incorporate the four main components of language, which is, you've probably guessed, reading, writing, listening, and speaking. While we do cover all of these and we use every component, every one of these four components in each class, we have a much stronger focus on the speaking component. Because after all, that is the main point of language, to speak with each other in person so that we can accomplish things. We can get things done. When we work together, we can accomplish so much more than we do separately. So I hope you're willing to work together with me in improving your English language skills. So once more, we do more than just teach language here. If I were to just teach you the language and say, okay, use this vocabulary word and this grammar, here you go, that's not really helping you that much. It makes you rely on me for everything else, but I don't want to do that. I want to make sure that you don't need me, that you don't need English in Context after you've studied with us for a while. Because, guys, you're not always going to have a teacher. Everywhere you go, you can't just pull Jake out of your pocket and say, hey, Jake, how do I say that again? Right? Hey, Jake, how do I learn about this? How do I do this? I'm not always going to be in your pocket, ready to answer all of your questions. That's impossible. No teacher will always be there for you every moment when you need it. So that's why we focus on teaching you educational psychology tips that will help you to improve the way that you learn in every area of your life, not just in English. I really believe this, that one of the ultimate goals of being a successful teacher is to teach our students how to learn on their own, how to self-monitor, and how to rely on themselves outside of the classroom. Again, the teacher's not always going to be there for you, but you will always be there for yourself. So that's another thing that you're going to be learning in our classes. You will be learning how you can improve your learning skills. I'm going to teach you to learn better, essentially. And of course, improve your English language skills at the same time. I want to help make you into a competent English speaker that can successfully communicate all of your thoughts and your needs in professional, academic, and everyday situations. I think it's important to be well-rounded and to know something about everything. Maybe not everything, but about many different things. And then you'll start to see all of the connections that exist between all of the things that you know or all of the things that you're learning. And this is really important, that we start to make as many connections as possible. So, guys, I can only do so much though. If you decide to take a class with me or with another instructor at English in Context, we can only do so much for you. We can teach you all of these things. We can teach you how to learn on your own. We can teach you all the English language skills that you need. But, as the saying goes, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. The same goes for education. I can teach you all of these things. I can teach you all of the psychological educational tips. But if you don't show up and you don't apply what you're learning in this class, and you don't actually speak, and you don't actually write or practice reading or practice listening, it's simply not going to work for you. So you need to make sure that you come to these classes dedicated to learn, dedicated to become a better version of yourself. That's what we're doing here. We are improving you. We're in the business of improving people in every way. Yes, you will develop your English language skills, as I said, but you're also going to learn how to rely on yourself for all your educational needs after you're done taking courses with me or with another instructor at English in Context. That is how this works, guys. You have to put in the effort. Come to class, do the exercises. Outside of class, apply what you're learning in the class, and there's no doubt that you will eventually succeed in all of your English language learning endeavors and even beyond the limits of language. I'm looking forward to seeing you all in class.